We will now finally start going through the book. Chapter 13, Overloading and Templates. How far did y'all get in procedural?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember? All right, we're basically up to chapter 13. Y'all probably didn't go through chapter 12, but I just covered chapter 12 and 11 effectively. I didn't see any reason to do that again. Okay, we're going to learn some stuff. That's great slides, thanks. We're going to talk about templates and function templates. All right. But before we do that, we're going to talk about operator overloading. So here we go. Great. We have two objects. Both of them are clocks. They're allocated on the stack. We have different versions of C++. We can do the Java, what I call the Java way, myClock.printTime to print it, increment the seconds, and then asks if it's equal to the other clock. Over here, we can just see out the object, do plus plus to increment it, and then check if the two are equal. Which do you prefer?
I like a little mix of both, but
I like the mix of both. Which parts do you like of each?
probably the print time.
Do you like print time? Okay.
But I definitely like the equals equals. I don't like the equal time function.
All right, the double equals. All right, cool. What about the plus plus? Do you like that? Well, what are we incrementing?
Will that be an operator overload thing?
Yes. Well, so why do you like the plus plus?
Well, you're just adding one. It's easy to read.
It's easy to read. Okay. Anyone else? This is really a preference thing. I mean, I'm going to give you my opinion, of course. But you can't stop me.
I despise both equally.
Why do you despise both equally? I love that response. Go ahead.
There are problems with both.
What are some problems?
The one on the left is a lot more typing.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
one on the right is so much easy, like so much more confusing to look at. Like what wrong?
Okay. How is it confusing?
Maybe it's just I've never really had to read a C++ code like that.
Okay. Well, plus plus, what is it incrementing?
My clock.
Well, what of the clock?
Yeah, that is weird because I guess it's incrementing seconds.
Yes,
But-
how do you know it's not incrementing minutes or
Yeah,
nanoseconds or hours? Right, so the problem is with operator overloading, things become ambiguous. Also, to some extent, you're see out my clock. Well, what part? All of it? I'm assuming all of it. What if you only want part of it? What if you only want the seconds? Why is so? This is probably the default. That's the default, but how do you know what the default is? One thing I will definitely give, and I agree, this is way easier to understand, and this is straightforward. Are the two actually equal to each other? This is probably one of the few instances where it makes perfect sense to overload double equals. We all get what this means. It's not there's nothing tricky going on here. But unfortunately, this can cause some issues. By the way, it's C++, so that means that you could actually define plus plus to be minus minus, or decrement a second, and then have minus minus actually increment by a second. Because why not? I'll answer that question because it's confusing. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Operator overload extends definition of an operator to work with user-defined. By the way, this is a huge... Well, it was a huge debate, but then they settled on doing operator overloading, so it's really now just a huge critique or criticism of C++ is that the operator overloading has caused some major problems. Let's see, most can be overloaded. You use the reserve board operator to do it. Beautiful. Here is the function for it to overload an operator class, include the operation. That sounds great. Cannot change the precedence of an operator, so you're still bound by, multiplication has precedence over addition, etc., etc. Associativity can't be changed. The default parameters cannot be used. Cannot change the number of parameters. Cannot create new operators, and you can't overload these things. All right, great. Now we're just going to jump to something else. Okay, slides. Every object of a main class maintains a hidden pointer called this. This is just the this pointer is just like the this reference in Java, except for in Java, the Java's this is accessed with dot, but the C++ this, you use the arrow because it is an explicit pointer. There, I said it. A friend class is a non-member function of a class that has access to all the members of the class. Oh boy. That is confusing. Well, there are no friends in this class, so in data structures, so we don't have to worry about this. Friend does not appear in the function's heading. Great. Okay. Wow, it's not going to tell you anything else. All right, so what you do, the purpose of friend is, let's say you have two completely different objects, and you want this object to access the private member variables of the other object. So you declare the member variables here friendly to this class over here, so this friend class can reach into the private member variables of the other friend of the other class. That completely breaks encapsulation. Never do that. Friends are bad. That's great slides. All right, I'm gonna go forward till we finally get to code. Sure. You know what? Let's just write the code ourselves. Because we can, not that we should. Let's see. I always forget the syntax. So we're going to see if I did that correctly. Because I really don't think this is generally a good idea. Hey, compiled. Okay. Then let's do, who do we want to increment? Let's increment Squirtle. See, does that compile? Declared for post, oh, we have to pass an integer. There, I passed in an integer. Okay. Yes, I must update the other thing as well. All right. What should we have plus plus do?
Change its name.
Change its name. Why not? All right, so we'll free name, and then we'll have name equal to strdup plus plus. There we go. Beautiful. Amazing. Oh, it's going to be so terrible. It didn't do it. Oh, let me do the plus plus there. Oh, isn't that great? So we applied the plus plus operator and changed its name. That was dumb. Moving on. We can overload the pound or hashtag. That sounds great. That's nice. If you really want to get fancy, you can overload how it iterates with cout, so you can print it real nicely and do something crazy like this. And you do have to make it a friend of OStream. Operator blah, passing an OStream. and the class name. Or you can make it part of the, yeah, and then you declare it right here. Sure. Okay, you can friend the iStream. Oh, setting it equal to each other. All right, this one's useful. And please tell me it has a pointer. Oh, it does reference. Okay, that's fine. Const Pokemon at P. All right. If you don't recall what a reference is, go to C++. A reference is effectively a pointer, but you don't have to dereference it. All right. It's not a point. It's like a pointer, but you don't have to dereference it. The problem is if you don't put the ampersand, it actually copies a new function, a new object, and then passes it to the function, which is not a good idea. And I just realized we are going to use these functions. There we go, except for now we use dot. All right. So now we do the Squirtle ++, and then, I don't know, let's do other equals Squirtle. And then we'll print them all off again, because why not? Let's see if I did that correctly. Oh, I did. All right, let me put some breaks in here so we can see what's going on. Let's see. I'm going to do the deep copy. And then right here, actually going to do the deep copy. Going to do Squirtle ++. And then going to set other equal to Squirtle. All right, there we are. Now we'll have some more output, so this will at least make some sense. There we go. Squirtle, heap Squirtle, going to do the deep copy in Squirtle ++. So we deep copied from Squirtle over to heap, so that's that guy, and then we did ++. And now we're going to set other to Squirtle, so then now we have the other equal to ++, just like that one. Wow. All right, everyone got that? Yes, this doesn't make much sense. That's halfway the point because I'm trying to make sure you understand that the operator overloads may not always do what you want them to do. All right, that's great. Unary, all right, we could do, oh, here we go. Here's ++, that's blah, 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 blah. We did that already, don't care, don't care. And one final word. All right, well, I'm going to have the final word because the last function operator you really need to know is the double equals. Because this one is super handy. Hold on a second. Bool name name equal. All right, you just have to trust me on this one. Oh my goodness. Okay. Double equal.
I almost wish we had done special attack, defense, special defense. Speed.
The door's right over there. All right, let me make sure I typed that correctly. Alright, sure. I kind of don't believe that, but whatever. Alright, C out. Oh my goodness. See the Squirtle. I can't type. Squirtle. I don't know why Squirtle is so hard to type. Equals keep Squirtle. Oh, this is going to be really annoying. I mean, this would be great. Okay. So Squirtle and Heap Squirtle should be different, but Squirtle and other, since we set them equal to each other, should be the same. So let's see if we type that correctly. Let's find out.
Procedural. The procedure was to scroll up to the top.
I know what the problem is. Oh, by the way, that is what I referred to as the error novel. Just scroll up to the top and read the first error. I saw it while I was scrolling by, and I really didn't want to scroll up. All right, let's see if that helped any. Okay. Yep. Squirtle, Heap Squirtle? Nope. But Squirtle equal to other? Yup. And we're done. Okay. All right.
Nice.
How are we doing? All right. One final word. And next comes, oh yeah, we can do array subscript. Okay, this one's actually helpful. Sure, why not? Let's do that one. I love how they said one final word and then now they're giving us another. I don't know what they were thinking.
It must be some kind of joke.
What I also love is we're going to do the subscript operator on a Pokemon class. Y'all ready for this? Again, this has no purpose. Alright, if... Actually, let's do a switch. Was that attack? Do you have anything else? Oh, no, that should be type.
It's a name.
Oh, we're not doing that. Look, I'm only going to go so far with this. All right, there we go. All right, did I type that correctly? Amazing. Oh boy. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, there it is. 25 hits. The type is 3. The attack was 17, right? And then something's out of script, so we just return -1. Hey, just for funsies, because I like doing this. It's still going to be -1. But just so you know, you can't actually pass a negative number to a subscript, and it's perfectly fine. All right, I did that kind of fast. Oh. But how's everyone doing?
Decent.
Decent? All right. Function overloading. All right, this works. Oh, okay.